everyone, and welcome to Odie's Pop-Up Kitchen. Now, tonight we're going to do something simple. Before even getting to that, I hope you're all doing well, and that you're staying safe. I'm a meat lover, and from time to time I realize I got to slow down on the meat eating. So tonight we're going to be doing some, spinach. So I've washed these in some salted water, and I've drained them, dried them with some paper towel and let it sit. So my son gave me an idea. Instead of making just the spinach, why don't you add some codfish to it? So you can make it alone, or you can incorporate some codfish, which is what I'm going to do. I've already boiled the codfish. We have some onions. You can use any onions. We're using some red onions. We have some tomatoes and some Scotch bonnet pepper in there. Did you know we love the spices? And we have some thyme and some chopped garlic, some minced garlic. So come on over, the pot is getting hot. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to that, and then we're gonna go through the steps. All right, so my pot is hot, and all I'm gonna do is, I have some olive oil in here. We're gonna saute the onions and the tomatoes with the Scotch bonnet pepper. Mix it there. We're gonna let this reduce a bit. I'm going to cover it a little, break the onions apart. And I'm just going to let this reduce. Once it's reduced, I'm going to add the codfish. And after the codfish, we'll add some spinach. Alright? Alright, so we have our onion, Scotch bonnet, minced garlic, and tomatoes going. So it's reduced a bit. I'm going to put some thyme in there. Now, I just want to break it apart a little bit. You can put it in whole if you choose to. I'm going to add my codfish now. Get it all in there. So just going to stir this up. Turn it down a bit. And let it all come together. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the colors of the tomatoes. How ripe they are and how red and just juicy they are. So we're going to turn this down. So now we have our thyme, our onion, our tomato, our Scotch bonnet in there, and the codfish. So I'm just going to cover this a little bit. After this, we're going to add some garlic butter and then the spinach. Beautiful that is. Alright, so we got onions, Scotch bonnet, tomatoes, thyme, garlic, all together. Saute that with some codfish. Now I'm going to add some garlic butter. And the reason why I'm adding the garlic butter is because I'm going to add the spinach. And even though there's garlic already in there, spinach, it's an acquired taste. So you got to make sure it's really cooked and seasoned and all of that. So I'm just going to pile it on there. It will reduce itself. You don't have to do much with it. I'm just going to pile it in. I'm going to cover it. Once I start stirring it, it will all come together and gather the flavor of the seasoning under the bottom. I don't want to add any salt to it yet, because if it's not needed, because the codfish is salty. Even though I boiled it out, it's not totally gone. All right, so we're just going to cover. See, there was a whole pot of spinach when I started this. It's being reduced. So it's going to soak up all that goodness. The garlic butter, the Scotch bonnet, all of that, the codfish, all that juice. And we're just gonna let it sit here for maybe another 3 to 5 minutes. You don't have to do a lot with this. You just wanna make sure that it's reduced properly. I can't wait to eat this. It smells so good. All right, so we're done. Absolutely done. Okay, so we're done with our spinach and codfish. Now, meat, my favorite thing, but sometimes we just gotta put the meat down and take up some vegetables. The ground provision is very good for us. So I made some spinach. My plan was just to make some plain spinach with some garlic butter, but my bright Einstein child said add some codfish, so I did. All I did, I washed my spinach with some salted water, drained it, pat dry it with some paper towel, get excess water off of it because it springs water. I had some onions, some Scotch bonnet pepper, tomato, garlic, and thyme, saute that together. Then I added my codfish, which I washed first, then boiled, and I added it to the seasonings, and it sauteed down. Then I added some garlic butter to it. And after adding the garlic butter, I added the spinach. Took about 5 minutes, quick. It all reduced, and this is the end results. So this is my spinach and codfish. Now, I hope that you guys try these videos. You can see all the seasonings in it, the tomatoes, the onion. I added some black pepper to this also. Try them. It smells so good. It looks good. Honey, you guys, sorry. Please try these recipes with your family. This took me about 15 minutes to put together. If you have some leftover rice, go ahead and use it. Use what you have in your house. I add the spinach and I add the codfish. Came up with the bright idea to do that. Thanks for liking, sharing, and watching Odie's Pop-Up Kitchen, and I'll see you soon.